what people want to hear. You know, when you're in business, you must say, no, my market is this and that and that. Being pro-black does not mean I'm anti anything else. I'm not anti anything. It means nothing. You register a company, that's all. You've registered a company.
I know it feels like you see your name.
Straight out of PheliVille.
Dumelang Sanbonani and welcome to another episode of PheliVille Podcast. Pheli Ashba Atrijvili Kobo Damani. Kamo Harampaya Pitori. Today Renale, a very exciting and very beautiful guest. Oroto Muficharamo.
Thank you.
One Baba 2 million the Akamo is the business tenants at Akamo Harakamo. Lives like in Ntombi, Skosana, and Brandy out in NtombiZ. Am I right? NtombiZ fashion.
Yes, NtombiZ fashion.
NtombiZ fashion. Yeah. Welcome, Ntombi.
Hi.
Orembe.
Kete.
Ushap.
I'm not sharp.
Umnat.
Happy.
Easy beer. Get that.
Bamboo.
Anyway, no, enough about the scene. So yeah, Now I've been around the Kovona. I see you doing exciting things. I see you at the back, wow, and I see all these lovely creations.
Yeah.
Just tell me, Ntombi Ntombi.
Okay, Artome Pilegor is the AG.
Yeah.
I guess the AG is a co-space collaboration. Yeah, different entrepreneurs. Mama at PheliVille.
Okay.
So now I'm one of the entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I am a fashion designer. And I specialize in modern African print.
Okay.
So the design saga is like, I'm trying to make African print everyday wear.
Oh, okay.
So when I design, like I want to see people wearing African print, in a board meeting, African print. So I always say I'm decolonizing fashion.
Oh wow, that's a lovely one. I like. So basically, the way to say dealing big, everything.
I feel like we've been programmed, because of colonization and all of that history, to think wearing African print is reserved for Heritage Day, le manyalo fela.
Of course,
African print for special occasions only.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's who we are.
Yeah.
So we must wear it every day. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make.
I love that because here the African printer nana hele manyalo hele
heritage.
A ke bone a ona ntho ke bona ka ya para everything ke loba ke nyaka re pele fela ko no mention ka the app o tlile bjang wena go party ya the
nna ke tsena mo the app. Okay. I bribed some people. No,
okay.
No, Gadlala. I joined a group called Ladies in Business Network.
Okay.
It's a group of ladies who are in business, and then we, network together, help each other, stuff like that. So I joined that group. And then in that group, they were having a market to go at Lane. So I did the market, and then at the market, there was a fashion show, and then I guess, they noticed for NtombiZ fashion, and maybe in this thing that we're doing, So then, Ladies in Business Network asked me, would you like to, if you were a part of something like this, will you be ready? Will you be able to have the stock and stuff? And I'll be like, yeah, sure, definitely, I'll have the stock. That kind of too. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, sharp. Then saying I'll have the stock.
Yeah.
And then it was announced that I'm part of the ARC, and now here we are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So basically, it's thanks to Ladies in Business Network.
Yeah.
And my styling personality.
And I wanted to say that because it's only a selected few. There's only so many tenants.
Yeah.
And you made the cut.
And
so there must be something Ntombi because I'm sure there was a lot of other
people
and designers even.
I think African print it's like about
Yeah.
you know, a lot of us, because I think Africa is rising and we're realizing, you know, our patterns, our fabrics, you know, the colors that we use, you know, they can be on the global market. So a lot of people are doing African print. But I think maybe the thing that stuck out with me is that I'm trying to make it everyday wear.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get cater fella for like that Lenyalo Heritage Day energy.
Yeah,
the cater for, you know, like in every day.
Every day, yeah.
So I think that's what helped me for the kids and the art is that, yeah.
And Ogaya Miracle because people have been here for a while and they have lots of practical, but they're very beautiful as well.
I mean, like if I wore this to the club.
I was checking that. By the way, let's have a jumpsuit. This is actually so nice, but I'm sure we'll take some pictures and because this is like when I saw this, I was like, this is absolutely beautiful. How, like, even I can ask you, how do you come up with a design like that? How do you decide jumpsuit and print? What's the thought process?
Okay, as a businesswoman, I'm not supposed to say this.
Okay.
As a businesswoman.
Okay.
Mara, because I'm being real.
Yeah.
I design for me.
Okay.
I honestly, you know, and I know it's not what people want to hear. You know, when you're in business, you know, you must say, no, my market is this and that and that. Bila. I have me in mind when I'm designing.
Okay,
And then going forward, then people will, you know, they'll pick up on it. Mara, when I design, I think, how am I going to look in this? Is this going to look nice? And then I'll be like, you know, this actually works for this body type and this body type and this body type.
Yeah.
So, no,
So, in a way, consider. Because if you're looking at body types and what, there is a bit of that. But also, maybe it's how, remember creatives, sometimes, I always like to say they're a bit spiritual. So, one way or the other, there's a way in
don't
which...
get me started.
I want to go there. I want to go there. Because we need to know Ntombi, not just Ntombi, the fashion designer, but we need to know Ntombi. Growing up, all those things. I feel like we need to revisit where you always seen yourself as a fashion designer. Like, let's say Ntombi 5, 6. What Tomo developer and what?
Ntombi 5, 6. The thing is, I've always known how to draw.
Okay.
And the thing I would draw is I would draw princesses wearing dresses. You know, I grew up watching the Disney fairy tale, you know, that how you grow up influences, you know, how you think. Mara, I was always drawing. Even at 5, I could draw. And then as a child, like, I would make clothes for them.
Oh, wow.
You know, even as a child.
Oh, wow.
So I guess and my grandmother had, she owned a bridal shop a long time ago. She had a bridal store, or I don't know if she owned it or never thing.
But she was there in the mix.
She was there
in the mix somehow.
In the mix somehow, got the wedding dresses, and then a lot of my aunts live on Avaroka. So I guess it's just something that I've inherited. Yeah. And with me, I got a school for this. It's literally just raw talent.
You're natural.
I taught myself, you know. My doll's clothes.
Doll's clothes? Was there somebody sang or something? Or what?
No, the thing is, I can watch, like, let's say I'd watch my aunt. You know, Aroka, and I'll be like, oh, okay, what's a song, you know? So, I don't know, it's just a natural thing. Maybe my sister taught me how to, you know, stitch a little bit,
to hone the skill in a bit, but
our school dresses, you know, stuff like that. Mara, I've just always had it. Like, I've always, it's spiritual. In me.
I come back to the spiritual thing.
it's
The spiritual.
literally
Is your grandmother still alive? Sorry.
No, she's not. Yeah, no,
okay,
both
may
are
soul
not.
rest in peace, yeah.
On my mom's side and my dad's side,
Do
they both not.
you think somehow she has a bit of an influence, even? I don't know whether you believe in the afterlife or anything, but I'm just saying.
No, I definitely
do
believe that we are guided by our ancestors.
Yeah,
Definitely. And I believe that things are genetic. Even skills are genetic. And talents are genetic. So somewhere in my life, there is someone on the skills of designer and vampire.
Absolutely, because I believe that as well. That's why people say,
what they took.
Yeah.
And then like Horoga with a sewing machine. My grandmother had a sewing machine, and my grandmother was a hoarder. The reality is she was a hoarder. So every time I had to like beg her until eventually I'm power because that's how it is. It was like a brand new sewing machine in the box.
But they're like that. Most of them are like that.
Yeah.
I also handling my late grandmother. Nana le uromuso wa una le diprinki tse le ding marang mo di berekisa. Aba fa mae eba tlhofale a sa di berekisa. So I get ke bo batho ba baholo.
Lucky for me, I was able to ask her to give it to me before I tlhokofala.
Oh, that's nice.
So
she's probably going to give it to you anyway.
No,
I'm just thinking.
I was just going to take it.
Anyway. She's probably, I'm sure. She's like, I'm giving it to you anyway.
And then to learn how to use the sewing machine, I literally just read the manual.
Oh, okay.
And figured it out.
Yeah.
And here we are today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice. I don't think even more the challenge, especially black women in business, and black women in fashion.
Yeah.
What sort of challenges have you experienced, Dwayne?
Wow, what sort of challenges have I experienced? Firstly, being broke.
Okay.
Too broke to be in business.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't think the senior design is something that black families buy inclusive completely. It's like,
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Exactly. And I had a dad who didn't understand that I'm a creative. My sister is a bookworm. She's book smart.
Okay.
She's a doctor.
Yes, yeah.
And so my dad, Nayaga, in those, Nayaga gets accounting.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And I'm a creator.
And I'm sure you do a bit of that, in that you have a business. And that's what
I do a bit of
understand.
Yeah,
but you're not about to
get accounting and become an accountant. It wasn't going to be possible for me because I'm a creator.
It happens to a lot of people, especially the creative actors and what. Because that's why remember they were limited in what they were exposed to as career choices. So sometimes when it was draw, like none of draw, market draw because varsity. But draw. And then what? But I'm glad you pushed through more than anything.
And the other thing is, I don't blame our parents.
Yep.
They're thinking about, in your adulthood, they want you to have the things that they didn't have. Like my dad's biggest thing was, you must move to the east, you must move to Pretoria East, So I guess in his mindset, is like you get to Pretoria East by being an accountant, So it was hard for him to understand, I'm a creative. Like in my 20s, I was a dancer.
Wow. Now we already 2000 woman of many talents.
Many.
Wow.
That's the fun thing about being a creative.
Is that
you can explore,
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough for my creativity in a business.
Yeah.
But still, businesses are a struggle. Business struggle. Like company, I registered at 2015.
Yeah.
And because I've always wanted to do this designing thing, but
Yeah. So I think very little Jenny Button.
Oh yeah, I worked for Jenny Button.
You worked
It
for
wasn't Jenny
Button?
Button at the time.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that was like in 2018. She had another shop.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like a designer.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So I worked Mara as a sales assistant. You know,
Oh,
it's not like
okay.
I was doing what I love.
yeah.
You know, Mara.
But
I
you were
had a
there in the
child.
front looking at all these
Yeah.
things at the back and thinking, this is where I
Yeah,
want to
the
go.
business
So somehow
side of
there
it.
was...
Yeah,
Is there
the-
something that inspired you, Jenny Button, per se, as a person, and even the business or the space?
I think working in retail has taught me customer service
Okay.
and has taught me how I want to run my business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what working in retail has given me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The formal aspects.
The
of how
formal
to
aspects of the business.
carry,
Yeah.
the
So
business,
working in
which is
retail into season.
interesting, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is the one when you have a child. You were just about to say something.
I get we're talking about the struggles of business.
Oh,
So yeah, that's where it comes in. In 2015, I registered my business because I had given birth in January. So in May, I registered my business because I was like, no, I must create a legacy for my child. And give him a policy. So if he's going to be a king, a boy. If he's going to be a king, then I have to create some kind of long-lasting legacy. And I know it sounds very privileged to say that, and I'm by no means from a privileged background, but I didn't want my son to watch me not live my dream. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want, and I know it sounds, it doesn't sound,
no,
because I mean, there's mothers out there who are working because they're working for their kids. And I get it. And then I was working for my kid, you know, up until I quit. And I was like, no, that's corny. It was still a struggle quitting my job, you know. It was hard.
No, I agree with you. There's this...
Mara, I didn't want my son to not see Mama Hai, like when he's growing up, to not see his mother
enjoying her own life
and doing what she loves and doing what is in her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So then I registered the company and I shem. Flop after flop.
Okay.
Registered and I'm a business owner.
Yeah.
It means nothing. You register a company. That's all. You've registered a company.
I know it feels like you see your name smaller. It feels like you're the CEO. Until you realize that the bank has nothing.
You realize that,
you open this account.
This is actually a lot of work. It's a lot of building. I had like 3 unsuccessful online shops.
Okay.
You know, all 3 websites, not one visit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Not one visit on the website.
But that's a mark of a true business person, because you don't actually stick around or count your failures. You just keep rising. You keep trying. You keep going. You go on and on and on. I mean, if you register up to 2015, but here we're sitting and you're still going at it.
But to keep going is also hard, because you must also eat.
Yeah, of course.
And then you must also feed your child.
How did you navigate the whole having to eat when there was nothing again?
Yes.
Okay.
I looked for a job. Okay. That's when I went to Jenny Button in 2018.
Okay.
And then I couldn't do that for too long.
Yeah.
Because
that whole thing. That's telling you this is not you.
It wants to break out.
Yeah.
You know, it wants to break out. No matter what you try, you
can't.
You know, and when you're watching someone running their business, you're like, oh my gosh, I would do it this way. You know, actually, I would. You know, Yeah. So I had to look for a job. But we keep trying, keep pushing. You get up again.
Yeah, or move.
I mean, if you saw me in 2019, look, I say I'm this person.
Because you're bubbly now.
In a shop. No, I'm always bubbly.
You're always bubbly.
I never look like my problem.
Okay.
No.
How do you do that? Because a lot of people
I don't
struggle
know.
with that. how do you keep yourself
I don't know,
motivated and inspired?
It's my personality. The thing about being a middle child, you are not the baby.
Yeah.
And you are not the firstborn. The firstborn is the light of everybody's world, the star, you're the first child, And I'm lucky enough to have a sister who's the firstborn, who's also like a doctor. Like, does it get any more accomplished than that?
Yeah. Is she creative at all? Or has she suppressed whatever amount of creativity
I don't know. She does have some creativity. She does have some,
But did she always want to be a doctor?
But I think she always wanted to be a doctor. I don't know if she always wanted to be a doctor. My dad always wanted to be a doctor.
Because
I guess Mara.
Firstborn,
work for her. Yeah, firstborn.
Yeah, sometimes it's pressures too. Yeah.
But for the vessel, as a middle child, you hold everyone together, but you can't fall apart. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where it comes from. But I won't look like my problems. Now, my sister originally the emotions are a man.
Okay.
Because, I don't know if I agree or disagree, but no, probably I don't know. Because I won't outwardly express my emotions. I will cry in a corner, then I'll pick myself up, we move. Yeah, and I think middle child syndrome.
Do you think that helps though, in the long run? Do you think if you had a choice, could you change it? Or could you change anything about how you respond to your challenges?
How I respond to my challenges. I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but also I don't have the time. I'm building an empire.
Yeah. We squeeze the time. The time is always there. That's what we tell ourselves. So there isn't time.
I love to say, and I'm very much a person who believes for it. Like people need to express their emotions.
Yeah.
Especially we need to, be more in touch with our emotions. Mara, I'm just not that person. I still deal with it internally.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll write something, I'll cry by myself. And then I'm back.
You're back, yeah. Can you continue the conversation? Okay. Okay, then anyway. Welcome back. Alinya ko izor nervolelang na ko. We're break. Podcast is a break. So we just But anyway, Ntombi, I love this whole interaction. Like I'm getting to know you. I'm seeing a different side to you, and it makes sense as a creative.
A fun side.
A fun side, yeah, exactly. It makes sense why you're able to do all these beautiful designs. I hope, Ntombi are go high school. High school ke yona ntshi tshwere ditaba.
Yeah.
High school ya nele byang o tsene kae.
Okay, I went to girls' high.
Oh, okay, yeah. English.
I knew. Went to every single time. Every single time I went to girls' high.
Yeah, English.
Everyone says, oh yeah.
English.
I know.
Le ba tlileng a komorao Ntombi Ntombi Skampola. She's my friend. Or can mention him. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, but girls are a very good school.
Very good school.
We really like that school.
Yeah, but now I wasn't. I think it's a student detention.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, detention a lot, community service a lot. I used to bunk a lot of classes.
He's what he is. Yeah.
There's that art museum, that park by the art museum. Got the exposure, So I used to bunk.
Yeah.
We used to bunk double maths and double English.
Okay.
Because why? Double.
Oh yeah.
After double.
Okay.
Double maths, double English.
Yeah.
You're like,
cool.
So they don't want a day like that.
Nelo when a ringleader or
No, because the ringleader.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay.
just, it was me and
but
this one
ringleader
friend of
thing
mine.
always the white friend, yeah.
One friend.
Oh,
This
one friend.
Yeah,
So
this
you
one
said white
of
friend,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah, so we are packing, smoke.
Yeah. Smoke what? Smoke what?
Cigarettes.
Jiba, smoke cannabis or cigarette?
Cigarettes.
Sure. Arna proof.
But it's hard, I think it's typical teenage stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone watching the podcast to I'm being a bad example.
You're being a bad example, yeah.
Mara honestly, no, that was
also not a question. When I go high school, I'm kidding. Okay.
Firstly, I went to girls' side. There were only girls. But she might look like
Happy boy side. Never tell one to you.
But she meant boys' side never said
Never said it was. And what would you clap him? What would the hill view? Mention a
brand. If I'm being honest, I wasn't really into boys yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Took my youth.
Oh, okay. How was that and how did they come about?
My family on my dad's side,
okay.
So I had an uncle who had a church, and then so I went through something very traumatic in grade 11, and
So
all my
you
cousins, and so all my cousins never got this church, so I wanted to be close to family.
Oh, okay.
So then I started going to this church. My youth.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like a Sunday school teacher, youth leader, worship team, Asha. It's all okay.
You did the works, yeah.
Yeah.
And no offense to Bazalwana.
No offense. I'm just saying that's my history. And I get that. I get that. God is in my heart. Mara ish
do you still go to Good Friday? Are you going to go to church?
No, I'll be working on my business. God is in my heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely respect that.
Yeah, so in high school, I wasn't really into boys. I was doing that whole...
uniform girls. What?
That dress, with the kitchen. But I guess they
now that you mention it, there was...
your uniform is not supposed to be sexy.
Exactly, yeah.
Part
of your discipline code.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
And these days, these girls in their uniform these days.
Yeah. I guess
so
they change it. Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I can appreciate the ugly uniform.
Yeah.
Maranile, it was ugly shem.
Was it?
Shem.
And the holding Mopeli.
Yeah.
What was the experience like Mopeli generally?
Holala Mopeli. I think Napeli has always treated me like that girl who's the coconut. Because I went to girls' high and I speak a lot of English, and apparently my English comes out of my nose.
It's good English. It sounds nice.
Yeah, which I don't understand.
Do you think you're a coconut? Because coconut is a different.
Coconut you are white on the inside.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not about the English that you speak. It's more about how you carry yourself.
Yeah, and
in a
I
way
don't think that I'm a coconut.
Is it?
I might be a snob, but I'm not a coconut.
Oh, maybe a snob. Yeah, as
maybe.
You say.
I don't know. I guess sure.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
The description I've gotten enough from Haley is that I'm a coconut and I'm a snob. But it is what it is. I know that I love where I'm from. And I like being from Page.
Now, from the 2 months or so, possibly 3, I wouldn't say coconut. No.
But
good English. I wouldn't say snob.
Yeah.
But I would say you're not like my first interaction was.
I'm not approachable.
Yeah, you're not approachable.
Absolutely not. No, I'm not.
Is there a reason to that?
I don't know. Maybe it's a defense mechanism, because I've always felt rejected.
Rejected how?
Well, first I'm the coconut.
Okay.
In primary, I was the dark skin. I get it now. We are trending. Dark skin girls, we're trending, but it wasn't always like that.
Yeah, it wasn't always. We're still fighting. I mean, colorism as it is.
Colorism as it is. It's
especially
a sad thing, but it's
black
a reality.
people, because it gives an impression that you have to be light skinned to be beautiful.
To be beautiful.
Totally untrue. Totally untrue.
Hair,
beauty and Bukova can come in all shades.
Exactly.
If I have to say Bukova. I'm just saying, it doesn't mean because you natural. And this also is a good thing that we discuss in this, because to the young black girl, to the dark-skinned black girl who's watching it, to the light-skinned black girl who thinks maybe automatically she's regarded as being beautiful, and the dark skin is thinking the opposite. What would you say? Because I know I would say we really need to stop this nonsense, because black is beautiful in all shades.
Deep stuff.
Yeah, that's why we're
with that, as a reina, we didn't create colorism.
Yeah.
We didn't wake up and decide for the light skin is beautiful and dark skin is not. Apartheid.
Yeah.
There was this thing where they would test your skin color to see if you are acceptable or not. Got a brown paper bag. I didn't even know that. In America.
Old as I am, I didn't even know that.
So the darker you were, I mean, the lighter you were, you could pass as acceptable to the white people. Oh no, she looks colored.
That is so sad.
You could pass as acceptable.
That is so pathetic.
So I think it's something that is ingrained in us because of that. It's not something that we woke up and decided for the light skin is pretty and dark skin is not.
Yeah.
It's because dark skin shows that you're black.
Yeah.
The lighter you are, you could pass off as something else.
Yeah.
And you wanted to pass off as something else.
Yeah.
You did not want to pass as black, because then as black, then for it.
And I can allude to that. Growing up as a
so it's not something that we
boy,
created. Yeah.
I remember, and teachers would be horrible sometimes, because we'd be sitting in my classing and, it was so sad. No, they really said that. They really said that. And sometimes you would feel that you are getting preferential treatment because you like skin.
You were getting
teachers trust you more.
Yeah.
They don't think you will steal. They don't think they can send you messages and all of those things.
So
and
the
black child grows up thinking, or the dark-skinned black child grows up thinking, or the inferior to
exactly.
It's very sad.
Exactly.
And it even extends to back in apartheid days where, like for instance, the coloreds would be treated better than the black people because they are.
So if you're a light-skinned black person, you can pass off as colored, and then you're going to be treated better. So it's not something that we brought onto ourselves, but now it's something that is in our, that thing, light skin is better. It's still there, but I think this generation now is just, they're so open-minded, they are, broad thinking that they can decide for themselves what they like and what they don't like. But not as a dark-skinned girl growing up, there was a lot of feeling rejected. So in feeling rejected, I created this
defense.
unapproachable nature.
Like
I'm always in defensive mode. So if you're approaching me, it's like,
because I swear if I didn't give myself enough time, I would wait. The first time I met you, I was like, she's an A, I was like, I'm done with it. But something in me was like, get to know. And
I get it.
I'm glad that I did that.
I can see how I'm going to change it because, I'm set in my ways. I'm 37, you know. But
Are you 37?
Yeah, I know.
You look good for 37.
Thank you. I know.
I could have mistaken you for early 30s. But you know what they say, melanin doesn't crack, eh?
Exactly.
Black doesn't crack. I mean,
exactly.
the darker It actually is,
the
that
blacker the
skin
berry, the
tone
sweeter the juice.
is okay. We're not going to get to the sweeter the juice, otherwise I'm getting to
It's
so
a thing
much
that they
trouble.
say.
I don't want to get
It's
into
something
trouble.
it's something
Yeah,
that
baby,
they
if you're
say.
watching this, it's her, it's not me.
I gotta say.
I'm just saying, yeah. No, but you're right.
Yeah, so I think that's why I've always been in defensive mode. But actually, I'm really nice.
But what do you
Well,
do?
I think I'm nice. But my face.
Your face, yeah.
Hey,
What would
my
you
face.
tell the dark skin girl?
What would I tell her? I don't know.
Maybe it was only the light skinned girl who feels or uses that privilege, because the light skinned girl, I feel, also sits in a unique position to defend the dark skinned girl, because for now, black is black.
Yeah.
Black is black across the continent. There's no light skin, dark skin nonsense. We're all black.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish I were mature enough to want to speak to the light skinned girl, but I don't want to. I don't think I have.
But you qualified for now.
Yeah, I don't think I have a perspective to speak to the light skinned girl.
I respect that.
But I can speak to the black girl.
Please.
And I can speak to the dark skinned girl.
Please.
To the black girl, I'll say, please know that you're magic.
Yeah.
Don't believe our history.
Yeah.
Because there is more to our history that surpasses what the textbooks tell you, because the textbook is told from the perspective of the oppressor.
Yeah.
Know that as a black person, you are magic.
Yeah.
You are magical.
Yeah, of course.
You are
I
magic.
Agree. I agree, absolutely.
That's why I make the clothes I make.
I know, eh?
Africa
Yeah, your clothes are really beautiful. I wish we could just display them, but
there is this movement that is happening. I don't know if you can feel it.
Yeah.
But there's a movement where we're starting to realize that, we can be ourselves.
Of course.
We can come into our greatness.
Yeah.
And we can own who we were generations ago.
And we can be intentional.
4,000 generations
we can be intentional.
ago. And we can be intentional about it.
Even I always like to say, even the content that you watch. Like I look at, when we grew up, there was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah.
And it was mostly light skinned. What I like about what the team did with the Bel-Air,
the new one,
the remake, is you've got a lot of chocolate in there.
Yeah.
I watch it.
Yeah.
I watch it. Uncle Phil is chocolate. Aunt Hillary is chocolate. It's beautiful because it shows, even in a lot of sitcoms, even in our content in SA, you can see that we're starting to move away from the typical light skin. Nothing against the light skin girl.
Yeah, and nothing against it.
But it's also, let's portray black beauty in all its tones.
In all its tones. Definitely.
Yeah, and let's appreciate it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love for my daughter, she may be light skinned, but to appreciate her counterpart, dark skinned black girl.
Yeah.
Understand? And if tomorrow he comes with this dark chocolate black man, I'm not saying he must date inside the race per se, but I'm saying
why are you saying that?
Okay, I don't want to go.
Are you saying that?
No, I don't want to go political.
I would say that.
I know you were going to say that.
I would say that.
I can see you
I
very
would
Pan-African.
definitely say that.
Yeah,
I am.
Dr.
Because
Uma.
I feel like, and I don't want to be too political and I don't want to be controversial, but I feel like there's this narrative of diluting blackness. And I have nothing against people falling in love with who they fall in love with, marrying who they marry, and having their mixed babies.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against it.
I think I
don't have anything against it.
I think we'll have you in a specific episode that
I don't
deals
want
with
to
that.
lose seeing people like this. And people darker than this.
And I respect that.
I don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a world or have my kid live in a world where everybody is this shade, I want us to be different shades. And I don't want the blackness to be diluted in the future.
Yeah.
And it's not hatred towards people who are
Of
mixed.
course.
It's not hatred
That's what
towards
people don't
people
understand.
who are light-skinned.
Of
I would
course.
just like the melanin to continue.
And besides, you pro-black like every other race.
Yes.
Pro whatever race it is.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong.
Exactly.
We're the
And
only
being-
ones who
being
feel like we have to be
pro-black-
guilty
being
about
pro-black
that.
does not mean I'm anti anything else.
Exactly. I'm glad
I'm
you
not
mentioned it that
anti
way.
anything. Like some of the comments that I make, I've gotten people saying, but you are so racist. And I'll say, I'm not racist. I'm a blackist.
Okay.
That's what I am.
That's a new term.
I'm a blackist.
I'm gonna print the t-shirt like that. But let's go back to your
Blackest.
fashion. Speaking of t-shirts. Now,
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever dressed a celebrity or whether you'd want to.
But if you were to pick one celebrity that you would love to dress, and just say, yeah, maybe you haven't thought, but if you were to pick one celebrity,
Can be local, can be within the continent, can be international, you know. Gert Johan could say addresses people international, so you don't have to look at somebody within the boundaries of the continent. Who would it be?
If I were to dress one celebrity, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I know
Why?
it's not the typical answer. If I had the budget
Yeah.
and I had the materials,
Yeah.
I would pick every unique black girl I see
Oh, that's
and
lovely.
put them in my clothes and do the most amazing photo shoot and publish those photos
That's very
and
lovely.
have the entire world
I hope somebody's
see
listening who can maybe help.
and have the
I love your
entire
dream.
world see. I would pick these girls.
Oh, wow.
I'd pick
Yeah,
these girls. And I'd put them in my clothes.
By the way, we have
and I'd put a photo
a
shoot.
beautiful audience. But
Yeah.
we'll let them engage as we grow the podcast.
And I'd put them in a photo shoot. And
But come on. I want you to choose a celebrity. Come on. I know you want
I would put
to
them
sound
on
the way you want to
billboards.
sound right now. But
tell me a
tell me one.
celebrity. That's the one.
What's her name that I love so much? Woman King. What's her name? I cannot forget it. Come on.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, I love. Ntombi,
yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
You know, there's when you look at the cast here, Black Panther and what, there's a lot of and I think it's Janai Gurria.
Oh, Danai
Gurria, yeah. Who's I think she's
Of
from
course,
Zimbabwe.
it would be nice to dress them all. It would be nice. But
Anyone local
I'm
though?
very
Anyone
ideological.
local?
I'm very ideological
Anyone
as a
local?
person.
Anyone
And
local? I want to
ideally
press you.
for
Anyone
me-
local?
And I'm not even
I
going
want
to
you
answer
to
you.
press you.
I'm not
Anyone
even going to
local?
answer you. Locally, I would
Yeah.
dress, what's her name? I forget her name. She's Kosa and she's an actress and she's beautiful. She's got dark skin and she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I feel like the vision that I have is reparations for that little dark skinned girl who felt rejected. So, you know, I'd use the dark skinned girl. Because that's who I dress. That's who I dress.
Now, also, and this is what I've seen and experienced in the past.
But no, wait. Why would you ask me what celebrity would I dress?
Because everyone wants to dress a celebrity.
Do they?
It seems so apparent. I mean, Bonang Matiwa
No,
being...
I can see what it would do for
Bonang
my
Matiwa
business.
did, exactly.
Yeah,
did
I
a
can
lot
see what it would
help
do
the
for my
artists,
business. Yeah. I get it.
You know,
For
you
business.
name it. You know, you've
Yeah.
got all these celebrities
Yeah.
dressed by whatever fashion designer that comes
Yeah.
from the country, and they obviously propel them, you know, to greater heights. Today, Khartiwan Kutse is dressing other people, and it's amazing. So, I guess that's the only reason why I'm asking that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get it. We are living in a celebrity culture.
Yeah.
You know, we are living in a celebrity culture.
And you know, you know what they say about business. You gotta do the comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah. Of
So
course.
some things are not necessarily what you like,
Yeah.
but they're very necessary.
Okay, so if
for
I
you
had to
to
choose
grow.
a celebrity, a local celebrity, the one who has the most followers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you would. And what's your feeling on in your industry with all the fake clothing, all the replicas and what? What's your take on that? How does it? Do you feel it affects you? Because I certainly think it does.
It does affect me, but right now my business is still small.
Yeah.
I'm still small.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I'm still relatively small in terms of business. So I don't think it's affecting me quite yet.
Especially around pricing.
Yeah. But where I see my brand going in future is I will be creating my own fabrics.
Okay.
And my fabrics will be locally made.
Oh.
And then I will be making the designs.
That's
it will
impressive.
all be locally made.
No, we don't get a lot of you.
Like the fact that it's like an African print from China.
No, from China, no.
Imagine
Yeah,
African print.
Yeah, from China. No. I get everything from China. Yeah, but it's a mobile Rexis.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
I know you guys are thinking why we always laughing, but yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here as a guest.
yeah.
I feel like we could take this conversation for 4 hours actually. Part two, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So in the future somewhere, we'll have a part 2. We know push.
There's still more.
Let's also say
There's so much more. But in the meantime,
yeah.
people can follow NtombiZ
Please.
Fashion on Facebook.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it's NtombiZ_fashion.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. It's Facebook and
So
Instagram.
it's NtombiZ
NtombiZ Fashion.
_
Yeah, but NtombiZ Fashion. And
NtombiZ Fashion.
NtombiZ.
On NtombiZ Fashion. Is that the track?
NtombiZ.
Oh, NtombiZ. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So nilibanyana.
I have a brother.
You have a brother.
They
Okay.
jumped the gun.
They jumped the gun. They thought,
sorry, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Please look forward to the next episode. Let's go follower. Let's go follower. Let's go subscriber. Please, we are on 100. We're close to 200. Guys, paying about 90,000. Please, young Mozambique phone. Bona lo ya go no pressa mo fela or go ka press mo etse page tsa ba are growing podcast ke ya rena ba bantshile sa go bona mo hopefully if you doing something exciting and what there's a lot ba se tseng re boletse le bona so please ke le kopela subscribe like follow more importantly itlang mo the arc healing project ya Safari Investments but the malls are not HV. Yeah, these are the people that have powered us and ensured here we have this lovely facility that we have here, and we're able to shoot this lovely podcast, and we're able to boost these lovely businesses that are inside more. So, Kibun Ntombi, look forward to Babamba Sotoba introducing. Look forward to Batwaleba Nahane. Feel free to comment. Suggest bon returning
And have a lovely day.
Yeah, oh no, maybe that's not, but I think we're listening somewhere. Yeah, sharp, bye.